Well, let me start by saying that's absolutely unacceptable. The way we came out and played the game of basketball tonight, it's just it's not okay. It's disappointing with all of us. Look, we're in this together. I'm not putting blame on anyone but the group as a whole. It is just there's no way coming off a good hard practice that that's the effort we get. I mean, they pushed us off our spots. They were more physical than us. They manhandled us in that first half, and then finally in the second half we show some life, and that's not how we. It's not the appropriate way to play the game, to respect the game, and that is very frustrating and disappointing for all of us. And it's we got 20 games left, and we have to find it, because that's not okay for anyone.
We'll start with James Ham.
Yeah, Luke, you mixed stuff up tonight. Just what was your assessment of what you saw from the changes that you made in the rotation, and how do you get this team back on the right page?
Yeah, it's tough to assess that, James, because it was, to me, the overall level of, like, we're here to compete at the highest level wasn't there, and I don't know why it's not there. So it's tough to really judge and evaluate how groups are playing together. I mean, we missed 4 or 5 layups to start the game. We force more turnovers, but they score 7 more points on their turnovers than we do. The things like this that are just like strictly an effort part of the game. Of course, the other team wins. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to really evaluate that. It's like, are your defensive coverages working? Well, no, but we're not playing them hard. So is it the coverage? You got to play it to a certain level to find out if it's working or not. And tonight, at least in the first half, we did not. I mean, we held them to 50 in the second half, but why wait till the third quarter to give that? Yeah. So I don't know how to evaluate that first half as far as the rotations were. I mean, as the game went, we were just looking for anyone that was willing to give us the effort and play hard and compete as we were, rotating in and out.
Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, Luke, I mean, as a former player yourself in this league, when you see a team lose to the 2 worst teams record-wise in the league, and I know, you can lose to anyone at any given night, but how much do you want that to bother your team?
A lot, and not that they're the worst. I mean, this same team maybe not the same team, but they beat up on Washington a couple nights ago. Like everyone is good, but the fact we've lost 4, now 5 in a row, and we came out and gave this type of effort in the first half, it should burn. It really should. No, there shouldn't be a lot of people getting good night's sleeps tonight, because it's this is if it means this much to you, if it means what it should mean to you, you shouldn't have an appetite, and you shouldn't be able to sleep. You could live with one, occasional games like it, but not after losing 4 straight, getting ready to go out to Utah and New Orleans. So yeah, it should bother us.
Jason Jones.
Yeah, look, talk about guys not being able to eat or sleep after this one. Where's your head at after a game like this? Just where are you at right now?
Yeah, we're frustrated, clearly, because it's we're making a lot of the same mistakes, and we've shown where we can be as a team, and we've shown how bad we can be as a team, and to come out and to go through this again is really frustrating, because you want to learn from your mistakes, and that's what's important. That's when you're building something and you're growing as a team, as long as you're getting better and learning from your mistakes, you can deal with the lumps. And it's still hard, and it's there's sleepless nights, but you can deal with it. But it's every time we lose 1 or 2 games, it turns into a 5 or 6 game losing streak, and we have to we lose our passing, and that happens again. that's pretty frustrating because you've seen it, you know it. We have to do something about it, and as of now, we haven't done anything about it. So we got, like I said, we have some really tough games coming up, and we got to find it again.
Marshall Harris.
Look, just because both you and your players have mentioned effort repeatedly during this particular losing streak, do you worry at all that the wear of the tear of the season has gotten them? That there's not that they're quitting necessarily. I mean, how do you evaluate when effort is the thing?
Yeah, they haven't quit, and there is a big part of it that is wear and tear. I'm fully aware of that. But we have to understand that, yeah, we're aware of it, push through it, fight through it, give more. And look, I've said every team in the league is exhausted, and it's been a grind of a season and everything else. Still got to find a way to get it done at the end of the day.
Matt George.
Luke, you've talked before about there's a time in coaching for yelling and getting underneath guys, and time to just stand back and not take that approach. From at least my perspective, it seems like this team lacks that in-game motivator to really rally the team when they're struggling in games like this, moments like this where they come up flat. Do you think the team needs that from you and the coaching staff, from the players? Like, where does that have to come from?
That from there has to be an internal drive that pushes us to play at a certain level. I tell you, I get frustrated. I get angry. I've played for every coach I've played for, Hall of Fame coaches. They're not screaming at us during games. At practice is a different story, but there's a composure to be had. And what the trick is finding that composure as a group and still playing with that fire burning inside. So there's a fire burning, but there's never, I've played for Lute Olson, I played for Phil Jackson. These are Hall of Fame guys, and this is how I believe in coaching. And as a group, there has to be a burning desire inside for us to push through. So that's what we're looking to create.
Tony Harvey. Just a couple more.
Coach Walton, of course, this was Detroit was playing with high intensity, but Corey Joseph was playing with passion. You could just tell the way he was playing. He wanted to beat his former team. He hit a couple baskets towards the end, a teardropper and a 22-footer, that pretty much nailed the coffin in. I just want to get your thoughts on him coming back and playing against his former team.
Yeah, look, he's a very good player. It's why he was great for us too. And where more so it's as we drafted Tyrese, of course, we're going to run everything through De'Aaron and run everything through Tyrese. Like I've been very open about that's where the future of this team is going. So you give Corey or any good veteran NBA player the opportunity and reps that he's getting right now, which is similar to last year for us when De'Aaron got hurt. He did the same thing for us. He wants to come back and beat his old team, and he did a heck of a job of that tonight. He made big buckets. We couldn't guard him, one-on-one or in the pick and roll. He was going at every one of our guards that we put on him. And give him credit, give the Pistons credit. They outplayed us. They deserved the win. And Corey was great tonight. And that's what, if you're not going to guard anyone, that's what's going to happen.
Last one, Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke, I wanted to follow up on kind of that effort and intensity question, because earlier in the year, even when things weren't going great, you believed that you were getting the effort from the guys, and now to hear you say that you feel like it's maybe not there. I'm wondering, like, what happened to that? Where how do you get it back if it's not there?
I would tell you really where I would say most of it is like I said before, is everyone's exhausted in like mentally and physically. And where we have to find it is we have to accept that, acknowledge it, and then find and push through and play through that fatigue. Like, we played De'Aaron huge minutes all year. Harrison, huge minutes all year. Games every other day, back-to-backs, travel schedules crazy. So they're worn down. Rashawn's played more minutes this season he's probably played in multiple years put together. So guys are worn down, but we have to fight through that. That's what this league is. It's, that's why, the money is what the money is. And that's why it's, a grown man's league. That's the highest level of basketball. You got to fight through this stuff. So I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying we have to do it.